Well, this is what you got to do if you want to camp in Canada, eh, Darb? That's our parking spot in there. We have 4 feet of snow here and probably 40 feet long to shovel, so.
Good team.
Jesus, Murphy. But beauty day here in Canada. It's about 0, I guess, -1 Celsius. And we're doing some car camping, well, van camping. Darby's got a sleeping set up in the back of his truck. We'll show you that in a little bit, but first we got to get in there and light a fire right about there, so we'll see in an hour or so. So tell me, Darb, how do you feel about winter camping?
I love it.
Oh my
We're building
God.
an igloo.
Look at the snowbank. That's like
1 Darby tall.
Darby's about 6 feet, so yeah, we got a 6-foot snowbank here, folks. Oh well. Notice that's Darby's side. He didn't throw his snow far enough away, so it's a lot harder to shovel than my side.
I don't know what the fuck you're doing over here. I thought we were making an igloo.
So we're aiming for like the tree line. That'll give us the 40 feet we need for these guys. But we may build a bit of a ramp and just fucking nail it and see how far we get and then deal with it on Sunday, because we're getting pretty fed up. We want to dig out the fire pit and crack some cold ones. I'm sure Darby's already had a couple, but that's the way she goes when you go camping. So we still got about, like, that's pecker height here almost, so we got a while to go still. But you gonna be all right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Let's get her done.
We got a defibrillator in the truck.
Oh, right on.
We're good.
It's quite the snowbank. Well, we're making our way in there slowly but surely.
Going to get the defibrillator.
Oh my God. Yeah, this is a lot of work, but we're making our way. Yeah. We're getting her done. So we're gonna go a little further here and dig out the fire pit, and we're starting to run out of daylight here almost, so we got to get some fucking grub going, eh? You must be getting hungry. You getting hungry?
I'm always hungry. I ate a squirrel I found.
Did you? Oh, poor Darby. Darby must be gone to make a snack.
harder. Faster. Fine. Wow.
Ah, my boots are so full of snow. Things you do for filming, eh? Drink, maybe even a seat. That's where we were going to go, and it doesn't look as deep on camera, but when you fall off those trails there, you sink in about 2 feet next to it. So
But with these stupid little blocks that I made, it actually sits pretty fucking decent.
do you get worried about the wind blowing it off there? You ever think about that?
No, I don't think about things like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is Darby's
Let me
does
just see. No, it's good.
you're not blowing quite hard enough.
Oh, sorry. That was disappointing.
Yeah, sorry. So this is Darby's other camping setup. He's got a 30-foot camper. He's got a hot tent. He's got a cold tent. He's got a diesel heater, and we'll show you what he's got in there afterwards. But this is like for, you know, when you got to do a quick setup. Like here, for instance, we had to shovel like, you know, half an acre of snow here to set up our camp, which was fine. It's only about 2 hours of work, by the way. This is the kind of stuff Canadians do when we go camping, because you don't have a choice. We don't have deserts we can go and camp in.
Go to town.
Right? Oh, you're gonna. Oh, you're running that like on AC today.
Yeah.
So where do you put your battery?
On the floor.
Oh.
In the driver's seat.
Inside. That's a good idea to keep it warm, right?
Yeah.
And you're just running like deep cycle.
Yeah.
Battery?
It's actually the battery out of our camper.
Oh, perfect.
So when we're not using it in the winter, I
Makes
may
sense.
as well use it.
Well, it's better to use it, because if you don't use it, you'll lose it, right? So that's the way to do it. So yeah, this is what our setup's going to be. We're almost done. We're going to dig ourselves a little area here for a fire pit, and we got firewood going on in there. Normally the fire pit is right there, but I don't think we're going to go through that kind of work today. We've done enough digging for one day, but we're going to just carve ourselves a little spot right there, and probably get some supper going, because we're both pretty hungry at this point, and finish getting set up here. So that was a pile of work, but we got her done. Like, that snowbank is almost 7 feet tall. So, but we're here, and we're gonna finish setting up, and we'll be good to go. Well, we finally got settled in with a fire here. Darby's got a little dinner cooking, and we survived the shovel. It was definitely a bit of work, but now we've got a nice little spot here, and we're going to spend the weekend hanging out by the fire here. Maybe go for a little hike or something. Who knows? Probably not, but
Probably. Yeah, hiking.
everybody likes to talk about that, so I figured I would as well.
We're gonna climb Mount Vesuvius tomorrow morning.
We're probably just going to eat some pickled asparagus and drink a bunch of beer. That's probably what we're going to do. There's the pickled asparagus right there. It's real good stuff. Yeah, yummy. Yeah. Burning some tax papers, and some other building material that we had hanging around from some past projects. So getting 2 birds stoned with 1 joint.
Quack.
So you got your little snack pulled off of there. What do you got going here, Darb?
Pork, veggies,
Few
Stick
spice.
spice,
Awesome.
broth.
Nice and easy, with those Dutch ovens.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
It's like
I'm just gonna eat the pork out of it and throw the veggies in the
I don't blame you. Yeah, who wants that rabbit food?
Yeah, I'm eating with my wooden fork.
Oh, nice. Well, saving the environment one fork at a time.
I know.
You know, that's cool. Yeah.
It's totally useless.
Yeah, I really like cooking with the Dutch ovens there. You kind of set it and forget it almost, eh? I guess it's basically the old style crock pot, basically, right?
Yeah.
It's the
Are you talking to me?
vintage crock pot. I am talking to you.
Are you talking to me?
I'm talking to our friends on YouTube and you, actually. We got a nice little fire going. It's actually kind of a neat little corner we got here. It's worked out pretty good, and the fire's helping with the snow control there. So apparently snowing again, so hopefully we're not going to get a whole bunch tonight, but either way, we're just going to veg up by the fire here, and it's going to be an early night. I think it was Friday today, so we sort of worked our asses off, and getting in here was a bit of work, so but we'll see you guys in the morning. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. The best part of waking up is Timmy's in your cup. Beauty morning to wake up to. It was a good night's sleep. Don't mind the mess. Just making some coffee, and I'm gonna go gather some firewood today, I think, so we can have a fire throughout the day. We burned pretty much everything we brought last night, so we'll go find us a dead pine tree or something. There's lots of wood out there, and I brought my chainsaw, so we'll get some of that cut up. And nice sunny day, not too cold. It's about I think it's about -7 or 8 Celsius, so not too bad at all. It was a good night's sleep, pretty comfortable.
I want a little glizzy. Put a little glizzy in ya.
What are you eating?
Bacon. A bacon.
Bacon.
Dutch oven bacon. Nothing slippery here.
Oh yeah, that'll slide right in there. Oh, there you go. Get her in. Oh, it's just like a robin eating a worm.
It's so hot.
It's like a Canada goose eating a worm, you know. Oh, it's a beauty day, folks. Crappy little fire. We got to go find us some trees, but that snow is 3 feet deep, so getting firewood, or even worse, taking a poo, takes a lot of energy out of a guy. Trust me. But we're going to take the road and see if we can find trees right next to the road. Something that's preferably broken off. We don't have to pull the chainsaw out, but if we have to, we will. Because we need a bigger fire than this. How is it? Pretty good?
Yep,
Yeah.
slippery. Just what I expected.
Excellent. Good stuff, buddy.
Now I gotta go take a shit.
Time for a poop already? I guess it was slippery, eh?
Oh, yes.
Are you going to give us a tour of your sleeping quarters at some point today?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. I'm
It's
sure
right around nap time.
right around nap time. Sounds good. Looking forward to it. All right, so Darby set up this truck camper here. He's got a nice... What's this made out of?
It's a 1/8 thin, not even plywood. I don't even know what it's
Like
called.
underlay? Oh, it's that stuff there. Yeah,
It's almost like thick cardboard.
yeah. I forget what it's called. But yeah, that's a great idea. And then you can spin your duct in whatever direction you need it. Amazing. So yeah, he's basically got his passenger seat pushed all the way forward, and then he's made himself a base out of plywood, and then he's actually wrapped the outside of the plywood with insulation. not pool noodle, eh? It's copper pipe insulation.
Yeah, it's pipe insulation.
Copper pipe insulation. And he's there, and that's his memory foam. And that frame goes right out to the back of his seat where he can put some pressure against it so it doesn't move around. And he's got a couple of these little wooden legs underneath here that fit together. It all comes apart so he can pack it away, and he can put his boots and stuff under there. And he's got it cut a little bit bigger so that it actually gives him a little more space to sleep on an angle here. So it's pretty well set up. And you can hang up, he's got his little clothesline set up so he can dry his gloves and his boot liners while he's sleeping. And the diesel heater keeps you toasty warm, I suspect.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, super.
Yeah, it was 26 in there all night.
26 degrees Celsius. So look, you don't need anything fancy to set up a winter camping rig, that's for sure, right? Many different ways to do it, and Darby's got several, that's for sure. So that's super cool. And just to give you an idea, it's a 5-liter tank, and he's down to about 3/4 of that. Probably there's almost 4 liters of oil left there. Well, yeah, there is 4 liters of oil left there. So you basically burnt a liter of diesel in 24 hours, or in 12 hours, basically, right?
Yeah.
And toasty warm.
8, something like that.
Right. And it was minus 10 degrees Celsius here last night, and we got, quite a bit of snow, and it was pretty windy too, so you got to take that into consideration. I've got a diesel heater in the van, and I burnt about 5 liters in about 23 hours, so still pretty good, but not as good as this one. Now, this one's new. Mine's three years old at least, and it's not as efficient as it used to be, but still definitely makes winter camping a lot nicer, that's for sure. But yeah, so remember that, guys. If you want to do some winter camping, you have a pickup truck. I mean, you can also do it if you have a topper. There's lots of videos on YouTube about that, but that back seat setup, definitely a little more simple, that's for sure. Thanks for the tour, Darb.
No problemo. No problemo, papi. It's so smoky.
Those look like donkey testicles.
I can't listen to you, it's too smoky. I'm fucking blind. No, close up.
Yeesh.
Living in style.
Looks like chicken heart. Chart. Yeah, smoked oysters on a bun, eh? On a baguette. Sounds like a French Canadian thing. What was that? Sounds like a dirt bike.
That was my stomach.
Oh my god. I think you should stop eating those. You're rejecting it.
It's like, no.
No more oysters. What a beauty day, folks. Nothing more relaxing than sitting by a Canadian fire in a Canadian snowbank with a Canadian friend. G'day, eh?
Hey,
Nice day, eh?
one oyster.
What, an oyster, eh? It's a Gatineau River oyster, eh? Maybe turn off my diesel heater.
Well, you're not in there, and it'll warm up pretty quick.
Yeah, I think you're
It's
right.
sticking me.
Inside of you?
That's what was tickling me.
Okay. Huh.
It's still, what the fuck? It's stickling me.
It's
Oh, look, there's a stick.
It's definitely stickling you. Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to know how well this would have went.
Well, after all the shoveling we did yesterday.
Should we try here today? We're moving. In case you guys haven't noticed, this is a spot we come to all the time. Because it's only a couple hours away from home and you're on the water and it's a nice quiet spot. You do get other campers, but that's all right most of the time. I'm gonna go check out the river down there. She's moving pretty quick today. She looks cold, Darb. You sure you want to go in there?
Yeah.
Interesting shoreline, eh? Like that's 5 foot deep there. The water must be right up.
I thought it was snow.
No, well, under this snow, the water line is probably here somewhere, you know? Oh, I can see the ground right there. Or is that ice? Oh, that's ice.
It might be ice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, stop.
Yeah. What do you see? Oh,
You're on the phone.
whole bunch of deer. Huh. Yeah, they're just grazing away. Should we try to sneak up to them?
Moses himself this way.
Hey.
Working their way this way.
I'm gonna walk that way, see what they do. Think they'll run?
Yeah.
They gone. What a beauty day.